Hello. This is the energy report for June 3rd. We are in a full moon. And so let's talk a little bit about the moon energy first, and then we'll tie it into the sun. And so the moon is going to be in gate 5, the gate of consistency. And so remember, the full moon energy always invites us to explore what we need to release and let go of in order to stay in alignment with our intentions. And so there is a direct relationship between the story we tell about who we are and the habits and patterns we follow in order to continue to express your story to the world. And so syncing those things together are very important, making sure that the story we are telling matches those intentions, that we do those intentions, that we take those action steps. If you're telling a story of lack, then you'll probably have habits that reflect the story. If you're telling one that it's of expansion and possibility, then you'll start to cultivate habits that support that growth. And so looking at this energy of consistency, looking at this full moon, looking at it being in Sagittarius, of what are the things that we can release. And so this moon energy is asking us to shine our light on our own personal story. And what are the habits that we have done consistently? And are those habits still elevating us? Are they still helping us rise up to the next level? Or is it time for us to shift now, to change those the stories that we have? And so the challenge that we're going to have is to craft order, habits, and rhythm that support our alignment and our connection with our flow of life force energy. And I think that we get so bogged down in what is the definition of consistency, that consistency means that at 6 a.m. every single day I'm going to yoga, that I'm going to do it every day. And it's like, truly, the consistency that we're really talking about in quantum human design especially is the consistency of checking in with ourselves, the consistency of following into our strategy and our authority, consistently asking ourselves and leaning in on that authority. And so giving ourselves sometimes the grace that it's not getting up at 6 a.m. yoga. Maybe today it's going to 6 p.m. yoga because of whatever it was, but maybe consistently every day you're still moving your body, you're still doing some kind of physical activity, right? And so learning how to rewrite our story and write a story that truly does help you. And now we also have the sun is shifting into another energy as well. And so the sun is now coming into gate 35, which is the gate of experience by the quantum human design. It's also called progress in the I Ching. And this is a great energy too to be looking at as we're talking about consistency, as we're talking about growth and the stories that we are writing and that we're telling. And so the challenge over the next few days with this energy is to not let experiences lead us to feeling jaded or bored, to have the courage to share what you know from your experience and to know which experiences are worth participating in. And so again, consistently checking in. Is this something that I need to do? Is this an experience that's going to elevate me? Is it going to teach me something? Is it bringing that fire, that joy, that passion inside, right? Am I feeling it? Is this something that I want to do? And so this is that first line, right? The first line is the investigator line, really figuring out what we like and what we don't. And so the key word here is progress, right? Progress. And so, the progress is the name of the gate. The key word here is humility, the ability to accept rejection, the acceptance of change and rejection as part of the process. And then, or you look at it as change and rejection is part of humiliation. And so how can we look at these experiences, and if this experience didn't go the way that we wanted it to go, or it didn't work out perfect, we had this expectation, do you look at the experience as a wasted part of time? Are you embarrassed by it? Are you humiliated by it? Or are you like, okay, this wasn't necessarily what I thought it was going to be, but I learned something from it. I learned something, maybe if it was as simple as you liked it or you didn't like it, right? And also coming back into that moon energy and coming back into all of our experiences and how we share them and even how we view them. Is that something that maybe we need to rewrite in our story? Maybe we need to change a little bit of the consistency, or what we look at consistency as we look at our experiences and what we are choosing to participate. And even when we're looking at progress and we're looking about change and evolution and we're talking about consistency, are you allowing yourself that room to change and to grow and to maybe leave some of these things behind and to let go of them, to release them because they are no longer serving you for your highest good? So I don't have all of my normal cards that I normally would, and I don't have the Quantum Human Design deck today. So we're not going to get a gate energy. We're going to do just 2 cards today. And so let's see. We got Ua Altahana. A key word here is beyond. How beautiful. These 2 angelic beings, right? We're hugging beautiful wings that they have. And so let's find what this message is. Ua Alahana. So, all right. The mother wraps her arms around her son as her wings envelop him. Ua Ahana is a fairy godmother of spirit and brings a message of protection. You are always loved, guided, and protected when she appears. She has seen the struggles of life and chosen them for her path so that she can better serve the world. Around her feet are elements of her medicine bag: a crow feather. I'll put this back up. There's a crow feather, a hawk's tail, tarot cards, a hand drum, a spider, an earwig, and a vial, antique keys, and tea leaves. She reminds you that it's not always love and light, sunshine and rainbows, and cute baby kittens. The elements of life are real, and they are not one-sided. Uahana teaches us that when death knocks on the door, we cannot control who stays and who goes. We can live right now and know that nothing lasts forever, so you might as well enjoy it while you can. If you have someone who has physically transitioned to the non-physical, this card is a sign that they are with you. And I think this is a beautiful message as we even, yes, talking about life and death, but as we're also talking about consistency, stories, experiences, having this attachment to what they are or how they shaped us or what they need to be, right? All of those expectations, all of those ties, all of those things, we need to learn to let go so that we can live in the here and the now, especially when we're talking about the experiences. We can't be jaded by them. We can't even be bored from them. We have to be open and to receive a new experience because life is short and we need to try new things. We need to try maybe the same thing in a new way, right? And try it, bring some new life, bring your own unique flair to it before we completely hang it up. Or how can we just consistently check into our strategy and our authority and making sure that we are keeping the story that is going to help elevate us and rise us to the top. And then we get Hawthorn. Hawthorn is heart-centeredness. Hawthorn, heart-centeredness. Open right to it. I love that. Hawthorn is the quintessential heart medicine. It dilates blood vessels while also toning the inner walls and removing free radicals that lead to blood clots and congested arteries. It also has a relaxing effect on the muscles, leading to its actions as a nervine. In order to feel benefits of this plant, you'll want to cultivate a relationship over time, a true nurturative plant. In the same way that the hawthorn can help open the physical heart, she can also help center us into our emotional and energetic heart, dropping us into a more soul-centered way of living. She is an indication of masculine and feminine forces coming together to strengthen our soul's essence. If there are old wounds keeping us from living fully, loving deeply, hawthorn is here to help. When this card shows up, we are invited to drop into that heart-centered awareness. What can we experience if we allow our hearts to open, dispel the blockages, and bring deep intention to those wounds that still need gentle healing? Take some time with this one. What would it look like to act from a place of centeredness? Consider the thorns of this plant and how these boundaries protect the gentle medicine that lies within the fruits and the flowers. But part of the heart-centered awareness is the awareness of our own boundaries and how we can protect the sweetness that is inside of us. Yet again, another perfect card as we're talking about dropping into our experiences, dropping into the heart-centeredness, dropping into our story of ourselves, right? And coming from the place of the heart, coming from the place of the emotion, coming from that place of joy and passion and love. And when we lead with that love, when we look at our stories with the love, when we look at what we are consistently doing every day, and we're coming from a place of love, not anything else. So love for ourselves, really love for ourselves is where we begin, and that we're doing all of these things because we love ourselves, because we want to bring this love back forward to us. And so take some time on this full moon to look at your story, to look at the experiences that you're kind of holding on to, and look at where you're consistently putting energy. And is it where you should be focusing? I don't want to say should. Is it where you feel aligned into focusing your energy to level you up, to bring you to truly where you want to be? Please comment down below. Let me know if this message resonates with you for this next full moon in Sagittarius. Sending you all so much love.